The world is full of commotion. Missiles in Yemen, missiles in Iran, missiles in Lebanon. Jokes are flying left, right, and center. Someone sent me today that Israel won an Olympic gold medal for managing to hit the target furthest than anyone else. But for us as Jewish people, we ask ourselves, what's the message? How does this apply to us on our daily personal lives? So by divine providence, this week's parasha is Matot Masei. And we read an interesting story about the tribes of Gad and Reuven, who turn around to Moshe Rabbeinu and say, we don't want to enter the land of Israel. We don't want to inherit a portion there. Rather, we want our portion on the other side of the Jordan River. And on the surface, it seems that they were very materialistic people who cared for their cattle, who cared for pasturing grounds, and they weren't interested in going being spiritual people in Israel and serving Hashem. However, I always tell us that actually it's the other way around, and that's why Moshe agreed eventually to the request. And what was like this, they understood, Bnei Gad u'Bnei Reuven, that what is the main purpose of a person in this world? Why do we come to this world? We come to bring the Kedusha, the holiness of Hashem down, that it should penetrate and be felt in this world. But it's not only that it should be felt in Israel, in a holy place. That's not so novel. The idea is that it should spread all over the world, in the entire world, in the diaspora, and even in the lowest places. Indeed, when Mashiach comes, that's what will be. The prophets, they prophesy so much about when Mashiach comes, how Hashem will be felt everywhere. So Bnei Gad u'Bnei Reuven, they said to Moshe Rabbeinu, we already live in this paradigm. We want to start the process of the holiness of Israel spreading outside, and it shouldn't only be confined to the limitations and the borders of Israel. We want to live on the other side of the Jordan River. We want to start bringing holiness, serving Hashem, and making sure the presence of God is felt even outside of Israel. We will begin this process, and then it can spread to the entire world. So really, they were living in Mashiach times. And I think that that's the message for us today. The Rebbe told us many times that we can affect the entire world. Every single person, wherever he is, can bring holiness down below. Israel's holiness can spread. And therefore, I think the fact that the missiles, they hit so precisely from Israel into these faraway countries, is Hashem giving us a sign. If Israel can affect the world at large so far away and be so precise and so successful, physically, materialistically, with a war, with negativity, how much more so can Israel, the Jews' holiness, affect precisely and successfully the entire world? It's times, Mashiach times are right here. It's the last little things that we need to do to affect the whole world and bring holiness everywhere. Let's take the message of this week's event and say, we will do the same thing, but positively, spiritually, bring this holiness from Israel, the whole Israel represents on a spiritual sense, and affect the whole world. And as we say at the end of the reading of this week's parasha, Chazak, Chazak, v'nitchazek. Shabbat Shalom.